Wow.
And now he's telling her how to play
Survivor.
When he's about to
Are you kidding me?
He's about to... Hi.
Hi.
We just got finished surviving the Great Pacific Northwest and finding the largest mushroom haul we ever have in the last 2 days. What, like 30 pounds, 40 pounds?
It's a lot. It's a lot of mushrooms.
Like, honestly, not even trying that hard. Not trying to flex, but...
You are trying to flex? What are you talking about not trying to flex?
Yeah, I'm trying to flex. Mushrooms! Anyway.
Hi.
This is membriash.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Mitch.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you if we don't know you already. And we are watching Survivor.
Good to see you again.
Episode 2. I don't know what season this is. 47? 47, episode 2. Fiji.
Okay.
It's always in Fiji.
This one's called something. I think this one is called something to do with, like, girl boss.
Okay.
It's called something like that. Girl boss move. Boss girl move. Something
Boss
like
girl
that.
move?
You can't see it right now.
Okay, well, we're going to have to hop in order to find out.
I'm excited. I love this show. It never gets old for me. Season 47, season 147, I will be here watching Survivor.
Let's just roll. Let's hop in.
No, I have something to say now.
What?
I have something to say.
Mine wasn't good enough.
I mistakenly last time said that it was Aubrey that got a bug in her ear, and it wasn't Aubrey.
I don't remember who the other person was.
Jen, I think they said.
Yeah, Aubrey just freaked out.
Oh, I really thought she had her bug in her. This is why we said at the beginning of the last one, and we should probably remind you, like, we're definitely not experts.
We're fans, but we're not super fans in that way.
Yeah.
We're never stat quoters.
No,
I have a messy
I'm bad at it.
story in my head of everything, but it's never really exactly...
Yes. I'm not, those people that could get like 100% on tests. Like, that's never me. So, like, I'm always going to get
You're
confused.
always at most of 97%, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Getting that 98, 99,
I can't
100.
do it. I'm never going to get it totally right. So don't come here expecting we're going to know everything. But I appreciate the person saying that it wasn't Aubrey, it was Jen. That was a helpful clarification. So
yes.
Helpful clarifications are welcomed in this environment because we will probably remember things incorrectly from time to time.
Good.
Okay, let's just watch it. Let's watch episode 2.
Cool.
Survivor 47.
Now I have to try and remember like 30 people's names now.
They don't like me.
I get, like, if you already have, like, shit from your past. But also he was like, I had, like, 5 friends. When he said I had 5 friends, you thought the same thing I thought, which is, like,
and
that's
John thought, which is, that's a lot of friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
First person voted out of Survivor 47, John.
I think what I don't like about it is, to me, you can't make everything like a poor me situation, and people not cheering for you when you open a coconut just doesn't feel like it rises to the level of, like, being like, these people don't like me now.
I know.
Like, it's too much, you know?
I think social is not his strong suit.
Yeah, I agree.
I got the key for the beware advantage. Maybe it's actually better if I let someone else know about it.
No, why? Why would, no.
No, hear me out. This team already knows if he's looking for an idol. So if he tries to make, I actually think this isn't hurting him. Because they already know he's getting an idol.
I suppose in this scenario where he doesn't realize that everybody wants him out, this is fine, but he doesn't actually have the idol yet.
Yeah.
I mean, like, sharing this could literally lead to, like, Teeny deciding that she's gonna go and do it without him or something. Like, there's nothing that protects that as, like, his. Because he doesn't have it yet. And I don't know, man. Yeah, and then she's gonna go tell other people, and it's not a secret anymore. But you're right that
it was never a secret.
It could save him. It was a secret that he has it, not that he was looking for it,
That's
right?
true.
Oh, so that's what
Hey, guys.
I got caught.
Teeny, what the man?
One of my superpowers, I feel, is being able to talk my way out of any situation.
I don't like people like Teeny. I'm sorry, but
Superpowers
like, that's
is being manipulative
terrifying.
or mean to people or bad to harming others and then getting out of it.
You can't trust Teeny. It's good that he knows that he can't trust her now, though.
Right.
But that is a stupid way to Like,
And Teeny's so clumsy that they just walk over here. Oh, look at this. Oh my God. And then he walks up in the middle of it.
I
Like,
know.
that's sloppy.
I know.
He's sloppy. She's just as sloppy, dude.
that's because she fancies herself such a master manipulator
Yeah.
that it doesn't matter what scenario
It doesn't
she's
matter.
caught in.
Yeah, I
Which
don't like
to
that.
me, like, that bothers
Red
me
flag?
a lot. Red flag.
I took the idol that's good for only one, and I played it safe.
Especially with two people breathing down your neck that you know you can't trust at that point. Rome is not going.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, exactly. First vote, he's good.
Because then they have to cannibalize themselves.
Yes.
Then they've created this narrative where he was the one who was
Yep.
going home, and now he can't
And
be the one going
absolutely.
home because they saw him take the
Him
idol.
taking the one-day idol
was smart.
is smart. It
That
is
was
the
smart.
only way to play
I
that.
still
It is the
maintain,
only
though,
way to
it
play
is
that.
not smart to tell
Teeny.
somebody that you have an advantage if you don't for sure know you can trust them.
But I actually think it's a better play that what you just said, because now that they know they can't vote him out, they have to attack each other, creating a rift in the team. If it was just him sneaking it out at the end and then sending somebody home, there wouldn't have been the infighting.
That's true.
The infighting will
rift
benefit
wouldn't
him
be
now.
there. And then there's the possibility
That's
that they
huge.
get so caught up in the infighting and figuring out who
He's
else
no longer a
that
target.
he's just in the
And
background.
he's found the one, he's burned it, and it's a whole new game after that for that team.
Ay, man.
Kyle is my number one. Honestly, he seems super genuine. I trust this guy with my life.
This is a bromance over here, isn't it?
It is. We tried to downplay it, but it is.
I've been wanting to talk to Tiana for some time because I think she has a better ability to actually connect with people.
So maybe it's not as much of a bromance.
He's just trying to find people to
Yeah.
align with, which makes sense. Like, to immediately
Yeah.
go to strategy is something that makes a lot of sense in this kind of an environment.
They say nice people can't win this game, and I'm gonna say right now.
I don't think that's true. Nice people. Have they not seen Kenzie win her season? She was
just
pretty
won.
nice.
She
honestly.
just
She
won,
was
and
a
she
pretty
was
nice
nice.
person. Yeah.
She's a very nice person.
It was one of the reasons she
Yeah.
won, actually.
Yeah, I
Because
agree.
everyone was like, she's a really good person.
Yeah.
And she played a good game.
And she still had good
but-
games. She still had good
yeah.
plays, but she was kind at the end.
Right. And she still voted people out. You're going to
Yeah.
vote people out that you're in alliances with. You're going to vote people out that you're friends. But she wasn't cruel while she did it.
I agree.
Let's get Andy.
Well, they have to now, though. They have to praise his coconuts now because it was something they called out publicly.
We want him to be in a good mindset. We want him to perform in challenges, but we also want him to be the easy boo.
This
This
feels
is-
slimy. I don't like it.
This is almost worse. But Andy, basically, he's like, I want this. He'd rather have people fake cheering for him than just like real neutral.
I don't want to begrudge Andy needing words of affirmation, but when it's clearly this fake, I just
Yeah.
don't understand why you would want this.
It's giving toxic, clingy boyfriend.
She's like, I've been there.
I don't think she's
and
wrong.
Yeah. Toxic, clingy boyfriend.
Totally new game plan. I could never.
Right now, I'm on Andy duty.
I love that they all just know that that's what's happening, and Andy has no idea. Like, honestly, his social awareness is really bad.
Yeah.
And it's like a little rough to watch it because all the other people are on a completely different level.
I know.
And then they're like, okay, I'm babysitting Andy now.
I know.
You know?
That doesn't mean Andy can't go
Ugh.
far, because an erratic player is very, I mean, he's the Q right now, right? He's the erratic question mark.
Yeah.
And he could turn it around at some point.
The difference to me is that Q was legitimately fun to watch. Like,
Yeah.
legitimately, he would make up these little skits and do stuff on the island, and people would actually be laughing at him. Like,
He was
they're
funny as
fake
hell.
laughing at Andy.
Yeah.
And that is weird. Like,
it feels
I don't
a little
like that.
uncomfortable. It's a social game, and his social game is so bad that, like,
It's really bad. Q's social game was actually okay.
it was good until it wasn't,
Yeah.
actually.
Okay, I might pee.
Okay, I'll be back. When Sam was gone, I'm just left alone, and my brain starts spiraling.
Sam can't even go pee because Andy's gonna think that something is going on.
Totally sabotage. He's just going to pee. A pee is like 5 seconds, dude.
I went to the bathroom, came back, no Andy.
Because you can't leave him alone. Your job was to babysit him, Sam, and you failed. You can't pee while you're babysitting Andy. Gotta take him with you. Eyes on him at all times. That's how babysitting works.
The house is on fire.
You can't just let a kid loose in the mall
Yeah.
without you, you know?
You can't.
Andy.
He just found it.
Can you believe that?
I'm gonna do something new. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna leave it for now. I don't think anyone else is looking.
No, don't. No, don't. What? No.
Don't put it back in the same spot, too.
No, that's everyone is looking. That's a terrible idea. Why would you do that? What game is he playing right now? Is he playing Survivor? What game is he
Has
playing?
he seen the show?
Right. It's so confusing. Why is he doing this?
Why are you doing this, Andy?
Andy, please tell me.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Oh my gosh.
And now we have an axe, we have a saw, we have a hammer.
I always get worried when I see them using the tools because I'm
Right?
afraid someone's gonna like cut a finger off.
They do occasionally cut themselves pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a fire every single morning until I came out here.
That's just smart though. Rome's just smart.
My record is 16 seconds to get a fire.
I mean, let's hope that he's being honest.
Why does he have to be the first one to do it? And he's kind of biffing it right now. Rome's biffing it so hard right now.
So is he lying about all the fires that he made or what?
The first thing I heard him say is it's a lot different with the machete.
He didn't make the fire. I made the fire.
Boom. Somebody else. Like, I know he set it up for him, but like, come on.
Aspirations to go like to the NBA. I did not have the height, but I had the speed. Like,
So Rome is
Really?
pushing everyone's
Yeah.
buttons right now. It's just, it's tough when like you don't know what to trust of what someone's saying.
People bullshit
because they're
so much.
grandstanding
Yes.
constantly. Like that is hard.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
I don't think he found anything.
I need to make sure that we find it before Andy.
I love that they're having somebody on their team that needs babysat. These two teams, yellow and red, both have a player
Oh
that
my
everyone
God.
is like, no.
Yeah, like absolutely no. Hard no.
They're going to find it. They're going to find the beware
Yeah.
advantage that he left because he's an idiot thinking that he could put it anywhere out there that they wouldn't find.
Especially exactly where it was hidden before, where he quickly
Bury
found
it.
it.
in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Bury it in a way that they're not going to stumble across it.
Oh no, they're going to find it. Andy! He's right there. He's right there.
Shut up. We got it. Let's go.
Because of course he did. Because Andy never should have left it. It is wild that he thought he could leave it and come back. You know what? This is just a masterclass for anybody thinking about going on Survivor.
Take it.
Take the idol. If you
Yeah.
plan on using it.
Okay, no. Number one, take the idol. Number two, and everybody needs to listen up right now. If you're going on the show,
Whoa.
use the idol.
Use it.
Use it.
Use it.
Use it.
Doesn't even matter if you use it dumb. What's dumber is going home with it in your pocket.
Never go home with an idol in your pocket.
I don't love that Annika knows.
I don't love that either.
Because if Annika knows, I'm worried Annika's gonna tell Rachel, and then that looks bad.
That's
Okay.
smart because if your number one does think that you're withholding stuff, that's hard. Like
'Cause
then maybe
Annika
they don't
already
trust
knows.
you.
Yeah.
Then maybe someone can convince you, like, them to vote you out because they didn't share something with you.
Immediately tells Rachel.
Where'd you find it?
There's a bunch of knots around the roots.
Now
was forced.
everybody but Andy knows.
Sam's hand was forced, though. Really.
It
right?
was. It was a hard
He
situation.
read it well. I will kudos to Sam for reading every step of this exactly the way
He
it played
did.
out. He's actually
He's
a
smart.
good player.
He's
a
smart.
good player so
he is
far.
smart.
And him with an idol, he's a threat.
I like
He's
him
an
more and
absolute
more.
threat.
Like this,
Yeah.
you know, I didn't think I would.
It's just the
but
phrasing.
I do. I know. And it's really easy to say like one sentence that like doesn't come off quite well. Like that's
Yeah.
super easy. But he's smart.
Andy, on the other hand,
And he is struggling.
he
Andy's
is intelligent.
struggling.
He's just not. This isn't his game.
This isn't his game.
I get he does AI modeling, like Survivor, not the game for Andy. Watch him win the whole thing.
They found it. I checked, it's gone. They found it.
Who would be ready? How could you be
I
ready
know.
for that? How could you be ready for him to tell you that? Oh, and then he immediately has to decide what his lie is.
Yep, because he thinks the women has it. Sam. Because he's already building this like little connection with him from the babysitting.
Yes. Oh, I feel bad for Andy because
I feel bad for Andy too,
this is hard.
because he's so far off.
He's so far off, but no one's being mean to him. Like he's kind of doing this to himself in a way.
Yeah, and this is the game. The game is like lying to
Yeah,
each other
you
in order
have
to.
to.
And none of them are nasty lies. It's just like
he just can't tell him that he has it, which is fine.
Yeah, this is all like pretty typical. It's just somebody who just doesn't read other people at all.
No.
This is up four. Like, this is up four. But that 4 is not my 4.
Whoa, okay. That 4 is not my 4.
TK was absolutely correct to not trust him, though, right?
Yeah, it's true.
They're on the bottom right now. These are wounded birds.
Do they feel like they're on the bottom? Are
I
they
don't
desperate?
know that they do, and I feel like
They haven't
calling
even gone to
them
a vote
wounded
yet.
birds is like really
Kind of rude.
patronizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These two sad women for me to support and bring up. Like, I don't know.
It's so arrogant and weird. It's going to end up being Gabe if he's not careful.
I don't know. It's just not clicking as much as I want it to.
I'm surprised by just how skeptical Caroline is of me.
Because she's not a wounded bird, buddy.
Oh,
That's why she's skeptical. She's playing her own game. She has agency of her own. It's not the Gabe show.
She's like, I just graduated business school. You know, she's not some like idiot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here's the idol.
Okay. You told me to.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's really their only option at this point is working with him, but I would be really wary of working with someone like
they're gonna end
Gabe.
up voting out TK, and I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad.
I don't want to see him go home either. I like him a lot.
I like that lady that he was working with too. I forgot her name.
Yeah, I don't know her name either.
We are going to take my hidden immunity idol. Good for one tribal council.
Yeah, Sam is. I mean, yeah, she's his number one right now, right?
Yeah. Sam actually is one of my favorite
Yeah,
people.
I'm actually enjoying him right now.
For him.
I'm about to vote myself out because I need to step away and take a head break. So I'm voting myself out of this seat. I don't know. All right, see you soon. Wow. He's very much centering himself all the time, which is a bit of the part of the problem, right? Like he's completely unaware of every other person's existence.
He's
it feels like a lot.
Main character syndrome hard.
Really
everything
bad,
is about him. Even the thing where he's complaining about people not paying attention to him while he's doing stuff. It's like they're doing something else, man.
Yeah.
Like they're just not watching you all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, right.
And it's like it was impactful stuff for him, so then it should be impactful for everybody else.
I know.
Just
to the
wild.
point that they're like cheering for him when he's cutting up a coconut, but then he like buys it. He's not aware that, you know what I mean? Like,
do you know what's weird to me is like that would make me uncomfortable. Like I don't want people watching me. Oh, you're watching me open a coconut? Don't watch me. Watch somebody else do something.
I hate people watching me while I work. I'm okay with some people like, oh, great job with that. You know, like the roof.
Yeah.
I don't want people completely ignoring my exit. Like you're like, oh, great job with the roof. Good.
Yeah.
I don't need you to like sit there and cheer me on when I'm making the roof.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'm working here.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
I agree.
It's actually a thing of mine. You know it though, and they don't know it. But I hate being watched and observed while I'm working.
I also don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Like if somebody sees what I'm doing and they're also like, if you're busy, I'm busy, and you see what I'm doing, you're like, oh hey, how's it going? That's fine. If you're sitting there watching me work, I would lose my. I'd say, is there something wrong? Do you need something?
Also, just the
Why
idea.
are you watching me?
The main character people are weird to me because the idea that people care so much about what I'm doing that they're like noticing it on a regular basis is really nerve wracking for me.
Why
I
are
don't
you
like
watching
that
me?
at all.
Yeah.
Ready? It's heavy. North offense.
You just toss it down. You, like the lowering it down is a bit of a smarter idea.
Mm-hmm.
Although Red handled it well, and I think maybe a bigger person grabbed it. I don't even see who that is.
Lava working quickly with that bag of rice.
All that rice is ruined.
Yeah, why are they wasting food?
Yeah.
It's annoying. Could have been rocks.
Yeah.
Although maybe that wouldn't have been as fair because
Too
then if
heavy.
they had like different shaped rocks or
If
whatever.
you have like pea gravel, it's uniform
That's
for sure.
true.
It might not actually be
sand.
rice.
They could put
Yeah,
sand in
it might not be rice. They might just be calling it rice. No, but it is rice. They cut it open and there's rice in there.
It's rice.
That's part of the challenge.
Go, bro!
You'll know when you hit a dead end.
This is kind of a cool
That
challenge.
is cool.
Very tactile.
Uh-huh.
It's weird because sometimes they do stuff that it's like very similar skill sets. And this seems like very different than some of the other stuff that I've seen them do. Where it's really like, how comfortable are you doing something with your hands where you can't see?
Uh-huh. How raccoon are you? You know?
You love raccoons.
I
so
love
much.
raccoons. Did you know that raccoons are just as smart as rhesus macaques? I feel like Andy's done that before. You know? I'm kidding. Yeah, watch your f***ing hands, people.
Could easily stab yourself doing something like that.
Yeah.
Don't stress.
All right, we ready? Sierra, Sam, and Annika. And this will take a lot of teamwork.
Yellow is
three-person
very
snake challenge?
on the same page, though, of all
Most
the
of their
people.
team, yeah.
Yeah, of all the teams, they have the most people that are, like, in an alliance with each other, trust each other. So if that is anything to do with this, they'll do better than other teams.
There are a lot of bogeys. Those holes you've got to get around.
That's an interesting challenge. The multi-person rope thing, I like that.
I've seen it with, like, the one person they do all the time, but
Yeah.
having it be this many.
Yeah. Look like Kyle's like murdered somebody before, so we're good. These people with the knives.
yeah.
I just don't feel like that's the most effective way to open that.
It is Gata in the lead,
Keep it taut.
but Tuku is now catching.
Tuku's catching up pretty quick. This is a classic puzzle catch-up situation here. Oh,
that was a good move. Did
that
you
was like
see
quick.
that?
That was quick. The bounce over worked because they went like right over it.
They really might win. Blue might win.
So both of you pull, get it to the hand. Let me get this to the edge.
Is she stealing rice?
Is she allowed to?
She's not allowed to do that, is
Why
she?
not? They showed
Steal
it.
rice?
They showed it for a reason. She's like, this is food.
I don't feel like you're allowed to steal that.
Is that
she
stealing?
knows for sure that she's not allowed to do that.
Did they say nobody's allowed to take rice? Why would you think that?
I mean, she did it sneaky, right? Why would you do it sneaky if you knew that it was something you were allowed to do?
Do you think that she'll get eliminated for that?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Taking
I don't
food?
know.
Punishing her for taking the rice just feels a little whack to me, but maybe they will.
Who wants fish tonight? And they got it!
Wow. So we don't have to worry about who's going home from over there.
Yeah.
Sam doesn't have to use that idol. Andy's not going home.
Tuku might be going. Red is way ahead.
Kind of surprising, honestly.
Wait, fellas, wait.
Oh, dude, that's where they just dropped it probably.
Is TK going home today?
Unless that person on red gets eliminated for taking rice, and then it's a non-elimination week.
I just don't feel like you're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
I really don't.
She was acting like she was stealing rice, too.
She did. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
She was
I hear
acting
you.
like she knew it was wrong. There's cameras everywhere. Why would you do anything you think is even remotely... I mean, wait until the end and then ask if you can take it.
Gata, immunity is yours.
But, like, right now, they could be like, Jeff, can we have that rice? They do that sometimes.
Maybe. I don't know.
They'll be like, Jeff, can we...
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
Did I see you putting some rice in your pocket? Empty your pockets.
He's like, you can't have the rice. Okay, so
She's
fine.
not going home for it, but it wasn't right. She's not allowed.
He empty your pockets, he says.
Who said it's giving shoplifting vibes? 'Cause
Rome.
that's true.
Rome said
Rome
it.
is
Yeah,
right,
Rome's
dude.
right.
I'm genuinely pissed off right now. I'm just not used to losing. I don't hang with people who are cool with losing.
TK, sometimes you're going to have to lose.
TK.
Like, it's just somebody has to lose.
TK's going to get voted off.
He's going to get voted off, yeah.
He's being a nothing but victory. What did he just say?
He said, I need to be on a tribe that has the same mindset, and if I don't, that's going to be a problem. For who? For you,
All right,
sir.
so TK,
That's
I
who's
used to
gonna
like.
be a problem for.
He's kind of coming off like an ass.
You have to. You will not win everything.
Honestly, because the other half of that tribe has an idol. TK should be going home today.
It sucks too because Tiana was the one like moving the thing, and she wasn't as fast as the other teams. But
I think TK was throwing shade at her, basically.
Yeah, it sucks to have one of your team members come at you and you already feel bad. Like, I'm sure she already feels bad. She doesn't need to be, like, put in her place at that point. Like, you just need to be supportive of your team member and be like, we tried the best we could, and, you know, it doesn't always work out, whatever. Mm-hmm. I really liked TK episode 1, not liking him so much this episode, and I feel like he might go home.
I think he will. That sucks, because I had a lot of high hopes for him.
There's always the possibility that they'll end up talking about it and being like, we need TK from a physical perspective.
Yeah, but I feel like just as often they're like, it doesn't matter the amount of positivity this might bring to our wins. I can't stand that person.
Maybe. We'll see.
See that.
We'll see what
Go
they
either
do.
way. We'll find out. Stay tuned.
You don't put all this work in to go out and lose.
Yeah, sometimes that's what happens in life, though. Sometimes you lose. It's okay. Being a bad sport is worse than losing. Like, don't be a bad sport.
I feel like I'm a leader on the tribe. And if y'all gonna be on my tribe, everybody needs to have the same mindset that I have.
It's not your tribe.
If y'all gonna be on my tribe?
It's not his tribe. Wow.
I'm gonna start. Oh man, dude's going.
He is
How
gonna
does
go
he
home.
think he's
And
not gonna get
I don't
voted
know.
out?
I can't even be mad about it.
I can't be mad about it. How do you come in like that?
T was a little rubbed off that you didn't apologize.
I don't owe her an apology. Now I'm starting to not trust T.
He's being a jerk.
Oh, I don't like TK. That sucks. I liked him so much day one.
Poor Kyle is like caught in the middle.
If you have an issue or anything that I say, I don't need you going around the circle.
This is annoying too because he's basically like, don't talk to anyone else if you have a problem with me. And sometimes people need to vent. Sometimes they need to say, like, Tiana needed to go to Kyle and say, I'm feeling frustrated, to have Kyle be able to say to her, like, yeah, that makes sense. Or have Kyle say to her, I don't know, man, I really don't think, like, I think you're just tired. I think you're just hungry. Like, you need to be able to, like, throw things off of other people. It's frustrating to me when people do that and they're like, don't talk to anyone but me. Like, yeah, eventually talk to me. But, like, if you need to go through somebody else first to, like, figure out what you're mad about or not mad about, then do that.
And TK's not taking any responsibility for the asshole behavior that he's got. He's just like, here's the reason why everything I said was okay.
Yeah. No
Let's hug it out.
And he put it on her. It's worse than no accountability. He's basically like, you did it wrong because you didn't come to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to stick to the same plan. Sue, done.
It's actually hard to say where this is going because Tiana's fallen in line because she thinks it's good for her strategy. She doesn't like TK, but she's got an alliance there, you know?
Yeah.
She might be able to get peeled off, though, to vote out TK, maybe.
Sue doesn't really bring anything specifically to the tribe. So I think my game plan is working flawlessly.
I hate the ego, too, because the idea that Sue is bringing nothing to the tribe because she's not as physically strong as some of the other people is just a messed up thing to think.
I mean, That's not right. He talked about being an athlete and he didn't say it, but pretty toxic perspectives about, like, winning and losing in sports, and I'm not surprised that he feels that way then.
TK has strength on his side, but I don't want to work with someone who I feel disrespected me.
And if you feel disrespected constantly, that is going to be way worse than having to pick up a small amount of physical strength for Sue. They can all lift their own stuff. Do you know what I mean? They can do the challenges by themselves. It usually comes down to the puzzle on the challenge anyway. They don't need him for that. Not that he's not smart, but everyone on their team seems smart. I can't believe that I want TK to go home. He was such a jerk to Tiana.
He was so rude to her.
Such a jerk. And to the whole team, for that matter.
I don't have patience for people like that.
And if he stays, he's just going to be trying to run the team like he was talking about.
The way he talked about after that, the immediate, like, I'm in control, I'm just going to have to tell them what to do. He's so dismissive of other people. I can't stand that shit.
And he didn't shift his perspective at all. He was out on that beach feeling sorry for himself because he lost, basically talking to the camera, being like, I'm a poor loser. Like, he didn't say exactly that, but everything he described was him being a bad
I'm good at
loser.
Winning. You know, the poor losers it's like,
he's a bad sport. Yeah. He overhears his own team members calling him a bad sport and then takes no accountability and isn't like, wow, you guys are right. I'm just cranky. I'm hungry. I'm tired.
Oh, I can't believe I pissed people off that much already.
Right.
That's threatening to his game. He doesn't even see it. It's also a bad play. It's just he's not, his social game is shit.
And then for some reason he thinks if it was just a team full of himself that it would be perfect because everything would be better.
The teamwork would be great there. I'd love to see 5 TKs working together.
All fighting each other. Like 2 of them in the corner just saying bruh back and forth at each other over and over again. I still feel like, I don't know, if TK stays, I feel like there could be a slight redemption arc for him because I did really like him last episode.
Yeah.
And this is obviously not the best version of him.
That's just some major red flags, honestly.
And I don't like seeing 2 of the 3 women on that team have said they feel disrespected by him.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Actually, all the women on this team have been disrespected, diminished, and called, like, injured birds and, like, less than.
That's Gabe doing it.
I know, but, like,
My goodness.
This team has a major misogyny problem going on, honestly.
They do.
TK, one thing Sue said very clearly was the men were on top.
Maybe she wasn't as comfortable initiating conversation like the guys were. That can make you feel that way.
Wow, again, no accountability
Putting it on everybody else.
It's because 2 of them, Gabe and TK, both think they are better than the women. Yes. And that is the reality.
Has anybody really talked to Sue more than 2 or 3 times?
And now he's trying to insinuate that she has no alliances and she's impossible to have a conversation with? Are you kidding me, TK?
That's the things that you have to do on Survivor. You have to have those conversations.
Wow.
And now he's telling her how to play
Survivor.
When he's about to get...
Are you kidding me?
He's about to be the second person voted out.
Wow, dude.
TK is so condescending.
Oh, that's condescending.
Telling her how to play a game he doesn't know how to play.
Wow. Oh, dude. Man, that makes me mad.
Oh, man.
TK, that's so awful. You can't treat people like that.
The whole goal of me even speaking out wasn't to single any one person out on the tribe, but more to get everybody's attention.
It was to single everyone out on the tribe and single himself out as a winner and them all as losers, and why they lost the challenge was them all being losers.
He's like, I'm not a loser. Y'all are losers.
Right. The best thing they could do, the most poetic thing, is vote him out, because then he is the ultimate loser on a day where he called everyone else losers.
Yeah, because then he's the real only loser then of the entire day.
At this point, I'm like, how will the chips fall, you know?
I'm interested because it's either a tie or they're voting TK right now.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that's what we're witnessing, because we know that Caroline, Sue, and Gabe are all voting TK, and we know that TK and Kyle are voting Sue. We don't know where Tiana stands.
It's Tiana.
I like Tiana a lot.
I like Tiana too.
She's probably currently my favorite player.
The whole thing, or just on this team?
No, I think of everybody. I like her the best. Because she put up with some bullshit. She rolled her eyes, but then she didn't let it ruin the rest of her day.
Throw her off too much?
Yeah, she's really handling everything very well.
She's pissed about it. She's like, F this crap. The way she was talking to Kyle about it, my instinct is never wrong. She said 3 times before casting her vote.
It's got to be TK, right? TK's going home.
Because her instinct is that she can't work with him.
Yes.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Your instinct wouldn't be that Sue is less of a physical threat. You know that,
Yeah.
Or physical help, I guess, at this point is more like the way that you would see it.
If anybody has an advantage or an idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Yeah.
Gabe's playing it. Gabe's playing it. Gabe's playing it.
Playing this for yourself?
Yeah.
What? What? Okay, he played it.
He doesn't want to go home. He's nervous. He doesn't want to go home.
Let's clap for Gabe not playing it. He played it.
It might have been a throwaway, but he played an idol.
He's not going home with an idol in his pocket. Good job.
First vote, Sue.
Should have played it for Sue, but...
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Oh, they're going to be at least 2 Sue.
TK, we're tied.
Oh my God.
Those are the ones we knew. If it's TK, TK's going home. If it's Sue, they're
they're
tied.
My God, I feel sick right now, dude.
I feel sick.
TK.
Oh,
TK's going home. TK's going home.
TK's going home.
Wow.
Need to bring me your torch?
Good stuff.
Sorry, TK.
No worries.
Okay. Well, now he's being a good sport.
It's the game. Well, now he has no one to blame but himself, right? So now what do you do? If you're a poor sport that blames everybody else, what do you do when you let yourself down?
He's sitting
and
there
he
telling
didn't see
people
it coming
how to
at all.
play Survivor, dude. You don't know how to play Survivor.
You can tell he's shocked.
He's shocked.
It.
He's shocked.
Yeah.
Well, because he's also one of the most physical people in the entire season right now.
Yeah.
So him getting voted out, he's like, "There's no way I should be going home because they need me. They don't need you."
Yeah.
They might lose 3 more challenges.
They might.
But then 1 or 2 of those people are getting onto the merge, and you're not. That's what matters.
It was more.
It
was more difficult for them to imagine a world where they have to put up with his disrespect day to day than it was potentially losing the rest of the challenges.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And they'd rather do that. There you go.
It was a great move. I mean, I can't be mad at it. If they don't value winning, they don't value winning. And obviously by this decision, they don't value winning much.
He almost brought it back together there. And he's like, if they don't value winning, they don't value winning. And I'm like, dude, you just lost, bro. You just lost. And you're over here saying other people don't value winning. And you're the big loser for the day. I can't believe he has no self-reflection. Give me your headphone. I'm mad. Wow, that's I just don't like watching people like that.
I feel like
bad loser, asshole winner.
Every once in a while we get a season where we have a lot of people that are really arrogant, and that is this season.
You think so?
Yeah. We have a lot of people that are just really arrogant. Gabe, Rome.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people that are really into their own shit.
Yeah.
And it is kind of hard to watch, honestly.
Yeah.
It's tough when people come in that arrogant.
Point, who are you rooting for? I do like Tiana. I agree.
do like Tiana
because
too.
she's good. She's got a good head on her shoulders. She's trying to separate emotion and strategy.
Yeah.
And she's going through some difficult navigations in order to get there.
Yeah.
So I do like her. Carolyn's one of our people, so I guess I'm kind of rooting for her, but I don't know her at all right now.
I feel like
I actually think she's gonna shoot herself in the foot at some point too.
Do you think?
She's almost too upfront with people. When Gabe was talking to her,
that's true.
She was like, he was, hey, I want to work with you and crap, and then she was like, I don't know if I trust you.
But her saying that to him actually proved to be a good strategy because that's what prompted him to show her that he had an idol.
That's true. So
and
she
that
got
was more
something
information
out of it.
for her.
Depending on who she's working with, that could be good or bad, and what she's saying and what's going on with the situation. So that could actually, you're right, that could navigate well. That could end up poorly.
Oh, even Sam on that other team is like very arrogant. You have a lot. There's arrogance on this
Sam
season.
rubbed me wrong in this episode, or not as bad this episode.
I agree.
He got some points back for me.
I agree. He did for me too, but I still think his arrogance is underlying.
And it'll
that.
probably come back.
Yeah. He's just maybe not being as like outward with it as some of the other people. I feel sad because I really liked TK episode 1, and then
too.
I didn't expect this from him. Yeah. And I'm disappointed, and I also think it was the right call for them to send him home.
I do. I think I'm sad that it felt like the right call, because I was rooting for him so much, and I was like, maybe we get past this episode, but he just kind of like he's a classic sports bro kind of an asshole. Like, I don't know, maybe he's okay in real life. He doesn't do shit that made me be like I'd never talk to the guy or whatever, but like he just kind of seems like an ass.
The lack of accountability at the end was something.
Yeah,
that was some level of delusion
the whole way through. Like, when you are one of the biggest losers of the season because he was the second voted off, and you're sitting there telling other people that they don't like winning when you just lost worse than all of them, it's just a certain type of like detachment from your reality.
Do you know what he'll spin it as though? Is that he was such a big threat that they had to vote him out, which isn't why they voted him out.
That's actually it happens sometimes. It's not what happened here.
Yeah,
he was too big of a dick to stay.
Yeah.
And that's like, yeah, you're right. It's just crazy how people spin shit to again, like, oh, I'm amazing. That's what, that's exactly the kind of person he's showing himself to be in those clips.
Yeah.
Not saying that is who he is, but that's who he's showing.
I was hoping there would be a little bit of humility in like the speech at the end.
I was hoping too.
I was really hoping that he'd be like, oh man, I didn't see that coming. Like, maybe I'm the loser. Like, I was hoping that there would be even just a modicum of that at the end. Like his understanding that the way that he hurt the people emotionally on his team and the way that he showed up is why he's going home. But no. Sports.
Winning.
Well, thank you for watching with us. If you want to watch more stuff with us,
we actually caught a super crazy busy week coming up. We're going to pre-record a bunch of the Love is Blind while you're out of town for a couple of days, and I'm going to be sitting here all day in my pajamas editing videos and posting them. So hopefully we'll get a video out every day in the next week-ish. And a lot of content coming at you. Appreciate you being here.
Yes.
Like the video. Very much. Helps us out a lot if you do. And then subscribe so that you can see all of our stuff.
And tell us whether you would have voted out TK or not.
Yeah, actually, that's a good question. I'd like to hear that. Or
would you have voted out Sue or TK or somebody else on that team?
Yeah, an essay form, please. 3 paragraphs.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you next time.
Thank you, bye.
Thank you, bye.
Then I got it knocked, and I started going,
ridiculous.
Oh, that was a tearjerker.
Hey, we're going to go on a cruise this summer. You should come with us.